Right then, the ever popular MGB.
Yeah, another MGB. Yeah, they're everywhere, aren't they?
We love them though.
Oh, we do. We love them. It's hard to imagine how many they must have sold, you know, because the strange thing is, casting my mind back all them years, when these, in the late maybe 1970s, for argument's sake, or late 60s, early 70s, there didn't really seem to be that many on the road. Yeah. Unless they were on the road and so common, you never noticed them. Maybe it was that, I don't know. But there seems to be more come out of the woodwork and come on the market now than ever before. It's really weird. Can't quite work it out. It's quite strange. But here we have one. Looks as though it's got overdrive. Overdrive switch, that's for sure. And without question, she wants a little bit of weekend work, don't she? Now, they tell me, unlike the old days I keep talking about, you don't replace skins anymore, you replace doors. Apparently the door is just as available as the skin, and I don't think there's much money in it, so you might as well put a new door on, simple as that. These are obviously always the problem, these seams. They've always been the problem. It's such a shame, because at the end of the day, really, they've no need to have made these seams, really. They could have got over that, and they're the bit now that always goes wonky. It's such a shame. But we love them, don't we? Because they're honest old car, they're good number plate as well. They're honest old car, they're reliable, the parts are available, the parts are cheap. We used to say 10, 15 years ago, I know it's altered a bit, but not a lot, that if you bought new steering, new brakes, new suspension, parts only, for an MGB, you'd have a job spending much more than 500 quid. So double that up and say £1,000 for new steering, new brakes, new suspension, all the way through on an MGB for £1,000 parts. I bet you can still do that today. All right, I know someone's got to fit them, but that's cheap, isn't it? When there's not many cars out there you can say about that, with the exception of maybe Morris Minor. And gone again, same place, isn't she? But, you know, nice and tidy inside. She's respectable, and she's usable. A little bit of a split on the seat there. Wire wheels are nice. Overdrive's nice. It's the right year and right model.
On it up, Joe.
So the car has got the makings of a car, but you're gonna wind up putting probably 2 doors, aren't you?
Yeah.
2 doors. You can get them second hand, but is it worth it?
That's straight under there, isn't it?
Yeah, look how level that is. Look how nice and straight that is. And you can always tell, first thing I used to look at, is just get your hand up here. And that box section up there, to see if it's any good. You can soon tell, because that's where it all goes. Solid as a rock as far as I can see. Yeah, it's got the makings of a nice car, hasn't it?
It has. Yeah, it has.
I think it's well worth doing.
Yeah, very straight.
As long as it's not overpriced, it won't be overdue. As long as it's a reasonable amount of money, I can see, well, I don't know, £1,000 worth of paint work maybe, 2 doors and a bit of paint. I can't imagine you spend any more than that on it if you go to the right place. If you go to a MGB specialist, which, I mean, I'll be perfectly frank with you, I don't know how people have got the front to call themselves MGB specialists, because if you can't repair an MGB, you might as well pack up, because you could train a monkey to repair that, I can assure you that. So don't go to an expensive MGB specialist, because they're going to charge you a load of money. Go to your local paint shop. Your local modern paint shop who would love to do something a bit different, and get him to paint and put 2 doors on for you.
There you go, MGB guys, down on display at Pickering.